Now, one thing I forgot that we were supposed to do this at the top of the show. We did the Rotten Tomatoes game a pod or two ago, and we guessed predictions for six movies, but we left one off, and I got this
Mm,
trailer before Nosferatu, and it's the new Mel Gibson film with Mark Wahlberg. that
a bald Mark Wahlberg.
that the movie itself is um premise is interesting enough, self-contained, it could be a lot of fun, but there's a moment in the trailer, and I had this moment when I saw this on YouTube months ago for the by myself, where Wahlberg has hijacked this plane essentially, and they get into a scuffle, and his hat falls back, and he's bald. And I remember laughing just because it looked so dumb. And when this trailer played before Nosferatu, people laughed. And I was like, man, it kind of stinks though, because one, he sounds like an idiot too. Whatever accent, hick accent he's doing sounds terrible. And
Yeah,
he looks like a goofball.
yeah.
So I figured we could do a Rotten Tomatoes prediction for this movie. Which and it's hard because I'm torn because the concept is there. Though
Hmm.
this is a Mel Gibson movie, and I don't know if he's uncanceled. He's making
Yeah.
more and more things, but people
Sure.
still there's a lot of
Under
people that and understandably, if you don't want to support him, that's fine.
right.
But they are not into whatever he's gonna make. Even
Yeah.
if this turns out to be a pretty solid thriller, there's people that are just not gonna like it. And that's totally fine. But I'm torn because I'm like, this looks like it could be fun. I think Mel
Hmm.
is a competent director. I think this cast is decent,
Yeah.
but Wahlberg looks terrible. He looks and sounds like a complete goofball.
It seems like this may have been a paycheck movie.
For Marky Mark, I think
Everyone.
yeah, I feel like him and Mel might be friends.
Yeah.
This feels like the most mainstream thing Mel's done in a long time.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure.
Like the most because he's done some stuff, but it's been like very small.
Hmm.
Um and with this, I'm like, well, it's kind of like the next step toward making something bigger.
Yeah.
If you notice, though, they say from the director of, I think, Braveheart and Apocalypto, or
Hmm.
because I don't think they mentioned the Passion of the Christ. They don't mention its name. You just
Yeah.
have to know who made
Like, oh, it's this guy.
made those movies. So let's guess that because that'll give us seven movies for the month of January. So we won't have to worry about a tie.
That's their
I guess
tiebreaker.
theoretically we could still tie because there's two bonus points available.
Yeah.
Actually, either way, I don't think it would matter. I'm not good
Yeah.
with math. So flight risk. Do you think this looks any good?
I mean, I want to see it because I want to see that reveal in the theater whenever his
And Nosferatu, like I generally go when it's not super busy, but when I went to this and it was a 10:30 showing in the morning, Friday
it's a lot of
morning,
people.
everyone's off.
Yeah. Right.
And it's a new movie. And it was about 65% full. So there was a lot of people in the theater. And so yes, I heard laughter, which I laughed too. I was like, oh my gosh, this just looks even worse on the big screen. Like it's bad when I'm watching it on my freaking phone. It looks even worse when I'm seeing his
Yeah,
bald
and in
face
person, yeah.
and hearing him in just booming sound. I don't know. I'm conflicted on this one. I'm conflicted on this one because of what we just talked about. Man, do you have a number in your
I
head, or do
do.
you already had one picked out?
Yeah. They want me to go first and lay it on the line.
Do yours. I'm going to go with the number that I have in my head because it's just the number that sticks out, and
I yeah,
I
I
think you
feel
have to factor in Mel making this too, because I mean that could
yeah,
factor in. They could only have 30 reviews for this thing, even though it's a wide release.
I'm gonna lock this in. I'm worried about it, but I'm going with my gut. I'm gonna say 30.
I was going to do 36.
I mean, I,
Now I was going to say because we had already done previously made the best bet picks, which is the movie that we feel the most confident about. And if you get that
Yeah.
right, you get an extra point. You did what was your best bet? Mine was Companion. I think you did Den of Thieves too.
I did Den of Thieves too, which I'm starting to get scared.
Well, I was gonna say because we didn't have this initially, I think we should be allowed to change it. We can pick Flight Risk if we want. If you want to make this your best bet.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I think Den of Thieves is I don't know, this could go up. I think you do stand a better chance. You have more to go up
I don't
rather
think
than me
so.
go down.
Maybe. I thought 36 was too low and you were going to go 40s or 50s.
Ah
So
man,
I'm shocked that you did 31.
yeah, 30s,
Oh
flat
my,
30. Yeah.
flat 30. All right, let me
30,
write
yeah.
this down just so I don't forget.
Yeah, so that's where I'm gonna keep mine. Are you gonna change it to flight risk?
As my best bet?
Yeah.
No. I'm 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 confident with Companion, I guess. Oh boy.
Oh man, I don't know. That's and what did you say companion sits at right now on Rotten Tomatoes?
There's nothing for that one yet.
There's okay.
Presence is the one that is
Presence, that's it.
89%.
Okay.
And I
Man,
wish we could have predicted that one. They just at the time we were doing it, there was already 50 plus reviews and
I'm nervous about this, but at the same time, do I want to see it? Yeah, but I don't know if it's for the reason I'm not going to hate watch it by any means,
it
but
wouldn't
I'm
be a
going
hate watch. It would be for sure to I think Wahlberg is going to be
he's
really bad.
he's
I
gonna
think
ham it up.
I think you could have done this movie too and he didn't have to look like an idiot. Like why does he have to
Yeah.
be bald? Like why what is
Uh,
it just looks terrible. And it's such a
it's
goofy reveal in the trailer
yes.
that it
Yeah.
feels intentionally stupid.
Yeah, it does. It does feel like they knew what they were doing. They're like, let's just have fun.
And there's the trailer and then it ends on him saying something. And I don't remember what it is, but he sounds so bad.
It sounds awful. Sounds awful. And I just keep him from Boston, make him look like Marky Mark, have him
Mhm.
look like maybe he just came from the Funky Bunch, and then that's that.
You don't have to make him look stupid. I A bad accent is maybe one thing, but the look of it is just it's a bridge too far.
Yeah.
And I don't have hopes that this is any good.